show. We're on the air at 9 o'clock on every weekday night, taking calls from the mains. Hello, hello, it's Rangers Radio. Hello, hello, this is the phone-in show. We're on the air at 9 o'clock on every weekday night, taking calls about the Jazz.
Well, good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox, here on the panel this evening. It's Stardog. How are we doing, Stardog?
How you doing, Foxchair?
Have you got the team news?
Indeed, I do not.
You do not. You're not much
I
good.
do
Just
not.
as well
It's not in
JFK
front of me
joined us
right
just
now.
now, isn't it?
I like how you set me up for the fail there. Setting me up for the fail. I like that.
Have you got the team news, JFK?
Ah, shit.
That's what pals do.
Yeah,
Oh, Stardog, a schoolboy error, mate.
You
Go on,
sound considering
JFK.
Now that I've come out my sick bed, would you like me to give you the team?
I preferred you when your jaw was not working.
Don't make me laugh now. Sure. Right, okay, guys. Here's the team for tonight: McGregor, Tavernier, Goldson, Edmondson, Barisic, Davis, Kamara, Aribo, and wait for it, Hadji, Kamberi, and Morelos. Substitutes: Fodringham, Katic, Halliday, Jack, Kent, Barker, and Defoe.
I think I got 11 out of 11, Stardog.
He did. I get 10 out of 11, and I think he's gone with my formation.
How can he when you've only got 10 men on the park and I've got 11?
Well, he's gone with the 4-3-1-2. I'm telling you, that's what he's doing tonight.
What I find strange is Jack on the bench. I find that. Yeah.
I don't.
Said he had a bad bruising in his Achilles and his ankle, the sole of his foot. So I find that quite strange, you know.
But that was the team I expected. I see Davis and Kamara sort of doing the sitting. Aribo in front of him, trying to join in with the other front three. Kamberi on the left, the position he's playing, but he will try and get close to Morelos. And I might even at times swap Hadji and Aribo over and just let the boy play.
Can't argue with that.
You know, I'll tell you now, I'm looking for 4 or 5 tonight. A performance. I'm looking for a reaction. I'm looking for hunger, desire, pace now. I don't know what you're thinking. Start.
I don't know, mate. I've been optimistic so much. Obviously, I want the team to win the night and that, but what kind of performance we'll get, I do not know. Obviously, I mean, he's mixed it up a bit tonight, so we might get some sort of reaction, mate. It's a very young team, an attacking team as well. He's waiting for it tonight, mate. He really has waiting for it tonight. We've got to give him credit for that, at least. Although some folk might not like me for saying that, because that's what we should be doing, mate. But, you know, I'm glad he's finally changed something, mate. I'm a wee bit shocked, but I'm glad he's finally changed something. It looks to me as if he's going to go with the 2 up top tonight and play Hadji in the middle, because that's where that boy's best, in the middle, where he can play through balls and passes. I think he's going to go with 2 up front, mate. I'm excited. I would like to see he's putting a few goals by them tonight. I really, really would.
I don't know. I think you might find that Hadji might be on the right. JFK?
It's quite an exciting team, you know. I agree with what you're saying. I don't think he'll change it. I think it'll be the proverbial 4-3-3. I can't see it changing. I can see where Stardog's coming from, but I don't think he'll, at this late stage now, he's going to start changing to the 2 up front. I'd be surprised if he did.
Really?
I can see where you're coming from, mate, but I just don't see him. I think he's quite stubborn in the fact of the 4-3-3. Yeah. He might surprise us all some part through the game and maybe change it there. That would be good to see him maybe being able to change the game if it suits. But I'm like Ox here, and I'm looking for 3, 4 or maybe 5 and a big performance. I don't want a big performance and winning 1-0. Let's be honest, we should be beating teams like Hamilton 4-5 at Ibrox, and that team for me looks more than capable. Especially, I'm quite excited. I know I've been a big critic last week about Morelos, and I stand by that, but he's wearing the blue tonight and we'll go to support him. I'm excited with him and Kamberi and Hadji up front. That should be good.
The movement, we'll see. I'm looking for a response for the first whistle, mate. They owe the support.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm being honest with you, I mean, we've all seen good and bad, but I was scunnered on Saturday night watching that. It wasn't just the fact we get beat, mate. you can get beaten a game you deserve to win, but we deserved absolutely nothing for the game, Stardog.
Right. No, 100% in what you say there. It was a manner we lost in. I seen nothing for the team. I seen no fight, no desire, no urgency. I mean, we only had one shot on target, and that's just disgraceful, mate, against any team in that league for a club like us. So, look, we all know it's not been good enough, mate, but yet we're on here every night and we stand by our team and we'll remain to do so, mate. But like you say, it's about time they pay us back now and give us a performance we're due, because we've not had one this year. You take the European nights out of it and you go back to your bread and butter, and what really matters, mate, we've had nothing this year so far. So let's hope it starts tonight, mate. But we've said this the past 3 games now and it's not happened. And that's what I feel as if I'm letting myself down when I say it, because I'm thinking, why do I set myself up for this all the time? And they come out and they date to me every single time. So I'm hoping the night's a turn in the corner, mate. I really do.
Yeah.
Reaction time, GFK. I've got to be honest with you. I'm looking for a reaction to see that if someone will want to be here.
Definitely, mate. We need to get some sort of reaction, that, as you say, to do they want to play for Rangers, or they just want to be making up the numbers? They always a big performance tonight and a good result. But no matter what happens elsewhere, just need to go out the other night and win convincingly and send the Bears home tonight happy, you know. And what happens elsewhere will take care of itself. But we've got this game, obviously the game Thursday, and then the big one on the Sunday against the Puddle Drinkers. No, that's the following week, isn't it?
We've got game the night, game Sunday, game Thursday, game Sunday.
I've got my
I
dates
mean, if
mixed
we
up.
win more 4 games in a row, mate, and then you're getting into the second leg, you're at tie, seeing where you could go, and then you've maybe took points. You never know, you might get a favour for somebody, and then you win that game. Your season could explode in the right way.
Okay, I mean, let's not kid ourselves on. If, and I don't like living, as I say to you, but if they didn't get the result that most people think they'll get tonight, and if we win tonight, then that puts it back in the melting pot. But I know it's only maybe clawing back 2 points if they get a draw, because that'll be a hard place for them to go tonight. And that would be good. You know, we know 12 points. Well, we'll call it 9 points, because I mean there's a game in hand. Both will not won it yet. But if it could be clawed back to what we say impossible 7 if they don't win tonight, then obviously, you know, we us beating them at Irux, then it brings it back down to 4. So it's still possible, but we're not giving up hope. But what we're wanting next year is we're wanting the team to go out and play well and win well, you know, against teams like Livingston and Hamilton and that, you know.
Yeah. So people want to join us, give their thoughts on the team. What's the number, Stardog?
The number is 0141 356 1972.
Or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online. We were brought in the call by Technical Terry. I'm going for 5. And I'm sticking by it. Every one of the goals, they owe that support. And I want 2 or 3 in the first half. I don't want this getting a second with 20 minutes to go and the other team are dead on their feet and you get a couple of goals around. I want a real performance.
That's quite bold by yourself, Fox. Yeah,
I want a real performance. I just think that the support are due it, mate.
You know what? You never give us a Bridgeman result in that, but usually you're quite reserved in your comments on that. So that's probably I think you're thinking like that the same as myself and others. I mean, we feel we deserve the result to be 4 or 5, and I totally agree with you in that aspect. They owe it to us, mate, to go there and give this team, as Bridgeman calls, a mollicating. So I agree with you in that aspect. I'm looking for 4 or 5 myself, pal.
It's more the reaction I'm wanting. I want us to play at a tempo. I want us to move the ball quicker. I want us to show that the passion and pride are at Jersey, Stardog.
Right. I'm looking at it, mate, and I'm looking at the team again there, and, you know, I just want us to cause havoc tonight. I really, really do. I want us to cause havoc tonight. I want us to move the ball fast. I want bodies in the box. I just want to see hunger, Oxshire. I want to see that hunger and that desire to be a Rangers player, because we've not seen that this year. I know I keep saying that, but it is so disappointing, mate. It is so disappointing. You know, and if what JFK says does come to fruition and we do end up going on a run and getting 4 points, then even at that, I think you'll both agree, we're still at that point when we're looking back going, what happened? We could have ran away with this year. You know what I mean?
That's sometimes if you do get good results, the other ones become more frustrating, if that makes any sense, you know?
Yep.
You know, but But well, we'll see. We can only deal with what we deal with, yeah. And I'm just hoping for a result, a performance, an attitude, havoc. I get that, yeah, and I get that how you want the two up front, but I don't know if that will happen. But I think Canberra will be a lot closer to Morelos than Kent would ever be. GFK.
I think so, mate. I think the Gaffer's looking to go for a juggler, as they say, and I think you're right. His game plan will be for Hadji and Canberra to get more involved there, especially with Canberra. Be great if we won 4 or 5, not in the two of them got a couple of goals each, and Hadji get a couple. Well, I'm going to go for 6, mate. I'm going to go for 1 more than you. I'm looking at the team and I'm thinking, no, Alfredo owes us a big game tonight. A big game. He owes us it. You know, and he's got to realise
he owes us a big game for now to the end of the season, mate.
Every game, mate. Every game he's got to prove to us. He knows how we all feel about him, you know, but he needs to prove to us.
He knows how you feel about him. He knows I love him.
Oh, don't do that. No, well, I kind of love him, mate. No unacquainted love.
He has got his upset at times. I think we'll be joined by a caller. Evening, caller.
Hi, boys. It's Andy.
How we doing, mate? How are you? How's that brother of yours?
It's fine. I need to apologise to him. I'll apologise to him over there if he's listening because he's had some stick off of me over the last 2 days. He puts up with some cake off of me. But no, he's getting there. He's getting there.
Right.
You know.
Tell me what I think about him, mate. Yeah, we know how difficult it is, mate.
He knows. He mentions it every time I speak to him. Like, he says, hey, boys, keep asking after me. So we'll get you in better and go and speak for yourself.
Right, good on you. What's your thinking on the team, Andy boy?
He couldn't do much. He couldn't do much at the back, and he couldn't do much in midfield. Up front, I'd like him to see him go 4-4-2. I'd like to see Morales play more for the team as well tonight. He can't have that selfish head on. Well, I'm back in the team, and I'm just going to do what I want when he's been playing. I personally myself, I'm with Jimmy. I wouldn't have played him tonight. I think he's 2 stone overweight. But we've got to go with what we've got. We've got to get a result. I mean, it's these 2 games coming up now. We should win these in account of the way we played. The big acid test is next week. It's the Germans, the filth, and then the Germans. And then we'll see whether they really do stand up for it. That's how I'm looking at it.
Is that 3 games in a row we play the Huns? Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Well, we've got the filth, haven't we? Next Sunday. The Germans before it. And then, yeah, that's right. You're right, yeah. Uh-huh. Well, no, well, you're not supposed to say that. We're the Huns, aren't we, apparently?
No. They were the
I know. Listen, I know that.
How do you see it going? How do you see it going?
Oh, well, I'm not going to say nothing about my lines because every time I say something, they bust me over, don't they? Like, you know, I'm just recovering. I think we're going to score a few goals tonight. I generally think, well, we owe the fans that, don't we? You know, they really do. I mean, as I say, a lot of these, what they're saying, been saying over the last couple of days, keep my calm on. A lot of these are playing for the places. Well, quite a few of them would be faithful if they're going to try and stop 10, but we've got to go with what we've got now and see what comes out of it at the end of it. You know, that's the way I'm looking at it now. I couldn't believe how we played on Saturday. I mean, I can handle getting beat, Andy. I can getting beat. But you've got to try. You've got to try, as I've said many occasions.
I can handle getting beat, particularly sometimes we get mugged in a lot of games because of the way we play. Always have done. The other team's goal is man of the match. You hit the post, you hit the bar, they go up the park and score in their first effort of goal, and you say, well, it was just one of the days. But it was just one of the days on Saturday that was just absolutely abysmal. I didn't think we could play worse than we did at Tynecastle, but we did.
I think that's the worst in the 2 years. Coming up for the 2 years has been there. I think that's the worst we've played.
So that's how I'm looking for a big reaction tonight to show that Stevie G can take us forward. I'm still on the train. I'm still on the Casey Jones train. Stardog.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Casey Jones.
I mean, when he said all in, I'm all in. I've been all in from the day I was born to the day I die. I wasn't quite so sure, just looking at that he was totally convinced he was all in, because he did a wee pause on that, and then he said something about, well, the board's been. I think the board's got in his ear and said, don't be so rash, you've you said in the heat of the moment. I think he was talked to that as well. I'm not totally convinced he's as all in as we are. That's all I'll say on that matter.
We're all in for the day we were born, mate. That's
correct. Till the day we die. Till the day we die.
You know. I worry about GFK if he's all in.
I'm always all in, mate. I'm never
in out.
In out, shake it all about. I haven't. And when you get to a certain age, you've got to shake it all about now. No, I mean, as I say, how you doing, Andy? As I said earlier on, no, it's up to us to prove that we want it. We all know that we want it, and it's up to the players to prove that to us. You know, I mean, more sinister things have happened than coming back for 12 points behind. You know, so. We'll call it 9. We didn't. We come back for that margin before, so let's hope that we can go out and perform, and let's see what happens elsewhere until we play the puddle drinkers. That's for me. Win every game up to we play them, and then it'll give us an idea of, is this for us? Can we do it? You know, my heart's saying one thing, my head's saying another, but I desperately let you guys want us to win this. Desperately want to win it. No, just for the fact. No, just for the sake, Andy, of the 9 in a row stopping it. We deserve it. We threw it away last season, and we're kind of doing the same this season. So, no, I'm saying that we deserve it more than anybody for what they've done to us, and we crave it. So let's hope that the boys perform tonight and put a show in for us, score a few goals.
That's the least they can give, isn't it? Really.
Of course it is, mate. Of course it is.
You know, I mean, we're all in. But come on, these guys have got to get all in, haven't they? If they want to be there, that's the attitude they've got to get.
Yeah.
Problem is, I don't think a lot of them's got that attitude, have they, Jimmy?
I agree with you, mate. I mean, it's Alfredo Morelos for me. I still stand by what I said. I wouldn't have played him tonight, but the manager's played him, so I stick by that. But I'd read something today that seemingly he come back for the winter break for Colombia when he was allowed to go and do the charity. He came back 16 pounds overweight. So
that shouldn't happen as a footballer, should it? Not modern day football as well. That should never happen at all.
Must be some grub in Colombia.
Well, whenever you see the clips of him when he's out of the team or out like that, he's laid on the sofa putting them posts on with cake crumbs all over his shirt and had a bottle of beer at the side of him. You can understand why he's getting like that, can't you? You know.
Maybe just, again, a young man having to learn his trade and maybe having to learn something else about his trade. You know. But look, I've not got a lot of sympathy for him. I get what GFK's coming for. He let us down. I know for the first time. I've been a big supporter of Alfie. He's done a lot of great stuff for his Stardog. Great stuff. You forget about the headers he scored in Feyenoord, the thing of beauty. The goal he scored for Barisic Kroos. You know, top drawer and Porto, you know.
Can I just say quickly, Ox, my boss has been trying to get a hold of me there and now he's getting a shout out for that. Billy, that's not cool, mate. I'll see you tomorrow at work for that. Trying to interrupt me during my wee show there. But Morelos has been brilliant for his Ox year. He's been absolutely fantastic for us, and he's let us down in some big moments and all. I mean, the 29th, he didn't need to go and get himself sent off, mate. But he did. He could have put it in the net, Ox. He could have put it in the net, and I still don't get to this day why he did that. And then the penalty and all. Like, there's some big moments that he's not showed up for us, but there's been some huge moments, mate, where he's really stepped up for us. You know, and you could say his goals got us through the first part of that season, mate. So we have got to kind of stand by him, but he owes us now as well because we have stood by him. You know what I mean? We have stood by him, mate, through thick and thin. Because, like you say, Ox, it's not the first time he's let us down.
Well, I hadn't been for his goals. I mean, the meltdown that's been over the weekend on Saturday, they've been far, far worse because we would have been well out of it, wouldn't we? But I hadn't had his goals if you look at it that way. So, you know, I mean, everybody knows. I mean, I was cracking the head about him last year when he got sent off and we were down to 9 men in Europe. And I was saying, no, and I was then saying enough's enough. He's costing the team, but without him, you kind of contradict yourself. I mean, I'm with Jimmy, shouldn't be in. But there again, he's got to be in. He's your main man. So I'm contradicting myself there. You know.
It'd be interesting to see how it pans out. I mean, obviously, you'll have a sort of different spotlight on him in JFK. Yeah.
I would.
The support will be watching them slightly different.
I would say to a certain degree they will, but there's no doubt that when Alfredo runs out tonight, then I'm sure that the fans will get behind him to a man and woman. I think that they'll chant his name for the very start, but then it'll depend on how he performs as the game goes on. And if they see that he's been lazy, because look, that's what he has been the last few games that he was playing. He's been lazy because he's been overweight, so he's got to show the same commitment as the other players have tried to show, and that's what we asked for him. I mean,
you know something?
On you go, sorry, Starbuck.
Folk might think that word lazy is a bit harsh, right? But see if folk actually went and looked back on it, mate. See the past couple of games, if you look at when he was on form, he actually didn't cause any trouble at all in the last two games, didn't he? No, he's not even really looked interested. And it's been very, very lazy performances for him, mate, and he really does need to get his finger out. And I think the fans, yourselves as well, we're expecting goals for him tonight, not a goal. We're expecting goals tonight, mate. He's got to come back at some point and start showing form. You can't just, it's like the team's form now. You can't just go and score 28 goals before Christmas and then just stop after Christmas. Do you know what I mean? You've got to start scoring again at some point.
I mean, the Twitter statement he made, okay, I can appreciate that he's apologised and all that, but I'm not looking for...
had to make it, but Jimmy, didn't he?
Well, I'm not looking for an apology in that aspect. The apology I'm looking for from is to get and bang a few goals in the night. And there's some games we know ourselves that he's not scored at all, but he's been absolutely fantastic. The way he can drag defenders away the park. So, I mean, I'm looking for the same Alfredo before the new year. And if we get that, then we'll be happy. But it's just, I mean, as I said the other night, it's not just him that's cost us points. There's various other things that have, defensively in midfield, that the whole shebang. So, but this is a night of nights. He's got to stand up and be counted. The gaffer's now been quite bold in his selection tonight, and let's hope it pays off. But Alfredo's got to be part of that. He can't be lazy tonight and let others run about him doing the work. Go and work the way we know he can work, and put the ball in the onion bag a couple of times, and then we'll all be happy, and everybody will be in love again. As Ox here was saying, he's talking about love earlier on, so I might end up falling back in love with him.
With me?
Well, I think a lot about you, pal, but we'll not talk about love now.
Dance away the heartache.
Oh, hey. Let's stick together.
Jimmy, how did your show go last night?
Oh, it was absolutely brilliant, mate. Absolutely fantastic. Bit of nostalgia.
He was the youngest there.
No, Graham was the youngest there. I've never seen so many crutches and blue rinses in my life at a concert.
That's when you go to these shows, when you realise how old you are, then, don't you, when you go there?
I know.
My last one said to me, like, she says, we went to watch a Bowie show, and she said, what do you think they look like? After all, the same. When we got there, they were in bloody wheelchairs and bloody sticks. Oh, jeez me. Oh, but it was good, takes you back a wee bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, mate, it was good.
You're not going to see it live anytime soon.
Jimmy, I got a wee history lesson on here myself last night, Oxford, didn't I? I learned about the famous Casey Jones.
Aye. I bet Oxford knows the song.
Ah, yeah.
I went and learned the song and come on and sung it.
Have you gone and watched it yet?
Oh, 1957 to 1950. I couldn't get all that.
Has there been a more famous train driver than Casey Jones?
Aye.
Who?
Thomas.
No, Thomas doesn't drive a train. It's the fat controller.
He does drive the train.
Oh, Thomas is a train. Fat controller's a man.
No, he's just the gaffer that tells him where to go.
He's a gaffer.
Like, let's not go down this rabbit hole.
This is going to go somewhere else, boys.
Always. So, if people want to join us, these are predictions. What's the number? JFK.
0141 356 1972.
Or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online, where you'll be brought in the call by the one and only Technical Terry. Join us for the other side of the house, Big Al.
Morning, evening, gentlemen.
How are we doing, big man?
Hi, I'm alright. How are you?
Yeah, no bad, mate, no bad. Just
go and run through that team for us.
Aye, he's the team again, JFK.
Yeah, sorry.
How you doing, Al? The team's McGregor,
Jimmy.
Tavernier, Golson, Edmondson and Barisic. Davis, Kamara and Aribo. And up front, Hadji, Kamberi and Morelos. Your subs, Al, is Fodringham, Katic, Halliday, Jack, Kent, Barker and Defoe. What's your thoughts?
Well, they're looking for Kambari to get a barrel load tonight, aren't we? Put him on
You're looking for him to be
radar.
involved, Al. You're looking for him to be involved.
He can score against Hamilton, that boy. We can all score against Hamilton, but if that's, I'm not 100% sure that's the way it's going to work out. I think the gods are shining on us. We'll find it tonight. No, I want Kambari, get a couple, get a brace.
He played well when he came on at St Johnstone. He dragged this. We were 2-1 in front, and then we lost a silly goal. The boy would have won the match.
He looks a clue, and the goal he scored was a belter. Even the one that was offside. I mean, he was there to put it in the net, wasn't it? But I think he just heard the whistle, but still he got it in the back of the net. Morelos, I work with some Colombians. You want to see the gear they bring to their smoko at lunchtime? Well, salted beef, beautiful. Salted pork. When I say pork, there's no meat on it. It's just the fat. It's dynamite, man. All their taros and their sweet potatoes and that. So no wonder they put on a couple of pounds when he was back home. He went back home. He done the right thing. He was away doing the charity thing. But personally, I think his head's been turned a wee bit, and I'm not surprised. That's football, isn't it? He's not a young man anymore.
You don't know who's in his ear. That's what you'll never know.
Aye.
So how do you see it going tonight, Geezer? I know you don't do predictions, but you fancy us to win. We've got to go and win tonight, eh?
Oh, we've got to go and win tonight if we done it well.
There is problems, eh?
There's major problems, and I wouldn't expect the manager to be there tomorrow morning if we don't win. I'll tell you that.
The manager's gone nowhere, mate. He's gone nowhere.
Well, we'll see.
He's gone nowhere.
He needs to pull his socks up a bit, and his management team need to pull their socks up a bit. But what are we playing for? Pride in second place, cut the points deficit, hoping that there's an actual capitulation at the other end of the city.
Listen, you're talking about another team maybe getting 2 draws, mate, and then you're right back in it.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. But it has to be capitulation for the other end of the city. That's what I'm saying. It's not in our hands, and I don't like that.
No.
That's what I'm kind of getting at.
Thing,
That's the annoying thing. And then, but I can see it.
Starbuck, it was in our hands, and it's no. But we just have to keep going, and a positive reaction is what we're crying out for tonight.
100%, mate. I mean, I look back at the 2004-5 season, mate, and I think we were 4 or 5 points, mate, maybe even more than that, behind getting into the split. You know what I mean? And we all know how that turned out, mate. Look at 2003 as well. Last day of the season, own goal difference, mate. They're missing a penalty just as we're scoring one. These things can happen. And, you know, I've been about when that's happened. You know, these are the things that I've watched in DVD or video. I was about when that was happening. So I remember those days, mate. They were some of the best days of my life. And they things can happen, and it's very possible, mate. So as long as we keep believing, mate, and just stay behind the team, and just try and stay as positive as we possibly can, mate. As long as the results keep coming for now at the end of the season, the fans will have nothing to moan about, mate. You know what I mean? They won't really. We've had a great season in Europe. We need to start making it up in the league now. It's time, mate, to step up now, really. But I don't like the fact that I don't like what Al says as well, mate, about, you know, it isn't in our hands, Al. You're right, we did have it in our hands. I don't like that either, but we've just got to keep going, mate. We really do. We can't give up on the team yet.
You can't say Stardog with a great season.
I said in Europe, in the league, it's time to step up now. That's what I said.
But saying that a great season is in the whole, isn't it? Is it not? It's the league, the 2 cups, and the European thing.
Well, the European run's been a wee season in itself, isn't it?
Oh, correct. Yeah, correct. Yeah.
The last 6 weeks have been a nightmare. What am I like?
Oh, they've been atrocious. Coincides
time to step up. I 100% agree with you, mate.
I know, but it's a bit late in the day to step up.
It's about a night's game against Hamilton, Andy. So I'm not asking you, but I think I can spy on your line there. You went for 4-0, 5-1, and is that a 4-2 I see?
Well, you're nearly there. You're nearly there.
All right. Your writing's atrocious, by the way. Are you a doctor?
Aye. Yeah, you're right. You're more or less right. I'll say that for you.
Right, okay. I can see your lines. But Tavernier, Goldson, the crowd will be watching them intently, I think.
Yeah. Well, I've said my piece on that, so I don't want to upset anybody, but them two, not for me. Never. No way. I think they're part of the problem if we want to start winning trophies then. And while they're there, they'll continuously be part of the problem.
Is that the problem then? Is that the problem? The fact is that we might go and play well tonight, get a result, but it's something that should happen. It's when it's the different kind of games we have.
Yeah.
It's when the chips are down. You were going to say there, when the chips are down, they cannot be counted on. That's
right. They can't win important games. I think they've won one out of the big ones, and that's the problem. I said that about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Ox, see the other night there, you were talking. Did you allude? Is there something in the works? Is Tavernier gone at the end of the season?
No,
is there something you know? No.
If you picked it up, mate, it wasn't meant. Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me. What I would say is if you're going to take the captaincy off him, mate, I would think you would have to move him on.
But if he was a strong enough, well, maybe that's the problem then, that Gerrard feels. I think I said at the time, I think it was a wrong move by Gerrard to make him the captain, but maybe Gerrard sees he's too weak. I mean, I don't have the problem if you're not producing to take the captaincy off him, but if that would then make him capitulate, huddle up, start crying in the corner of his Lamborghini, well, you've got a major issue. If he was a strong enough character to take the captaincy off him and pass it over to someone else, and the weight's off his shoulders, who would they make the captain?
Well, this is my point. Right, see if you go back to previous title-winning teams, mate, there's about 8 or 9 captains in the teams. Go back to McGregor and Davis is not good enough for me, mate. Somebody else has got to step up. And another point I will make, you don't have to have an armband on to have a leader, mate, and nobody's shown that they're a leader. McGregor or Davis.
McGregor, mate, as much as I like Alan, shouting and balling doesn't make you a leader, mate, and some of the things he's done as JFK, he's been mental. It's been bordering and childish at times.
Well, make Barisic.
Nah, he's too quiet, mate. He might not be there.
I think he'll be away in the summer, him.
He might be away, mate.
He's JFK, a main asset.
It's all about the night's game. The future, the debates, and all these things will take care of themselves. But we're worrying about the night. So you're going for 6. You ended up.
I've decided to just go.
Have you gone for 7 now?
No, I'll go for 6, mate. Go for 6 now.
If there's no 7, I'll not be happy.
There you go. There's 7.
Whose phone? Somebody on the phone?
No, I was me. It was a laptop.
Right.
It was
any other bids?
So that's 6 pies at half time, Jimmy?
Sorry?
Is that 6 pies at half time?
I don't eat pies, mate.
Try some of that Colombian pork then.
Hey, I'm actually annoyed you've said I eat pies. Does that mean who ate all the pies? Are you trying to insinuate to there?
I'm not insinuating nothing, buddy. I thought you'd enjoy a nice steak pie.
Oh, I do, mate, but I wouldn't eat a pie at Ibrox. I wouldn't even hold my door open with them.
I don't even know if you can call them pies, Al.
I know that last time I was there, I tried a couple of. Can you remember you used to get the haggis pies and all that?
Yep.
Right. Oh, they were nice. I used to get them and take them down to BP on a Monday for the boys in the shed. I'd get their order, blue nose pies.
Chicken curry pies.
A bit dubious with them, but they had haggis pies. Nice. Used to give them to one, a boy Mick for where was Mick for Queenieburn. And Mick was a Celtic fan. He didn't know they came out of Ibrox for weeks, eh?
He was scoffing him,
He was Scottish. I liked him. I always charged him $2.50 when they were only $1.50 or something, just for the pleasure. And I put that following week into a UVF fund for prisoners in the pub.
Did you let Mick know? Did you?
Oh, I let him know. I let him know later on. He's brand new.
So tonight's game, team, what I expected. I'm looking for a big I'm going to say performance. I know we're being a bit silly with the scores 5, 6, and 7, but I'm looking for when we come on here after this show, we say, "Yep, where's that performance been, JFK?"
Well, I know what you're saying, but the performances have been so bad. Can we get any worse? Well, can we get any worse?
Is Defoe on the bench, did you say, Jim?
Defoe's on the bench, aye. And I'm surprised that
Yeah.
Jack's on the bench because say he'd have swole his Achilles and bruising in his heel. So
1-0 Rangers, Defoe after the bench then.
but I've just lost thought there about Oxy. I was talking about news. I'm still going for 6-0. There you are.
Good on you, mate. Good on you. Stardog, what's your thinking, mate?
Mate, I honestly want to be satisfied unless we do put about 7 past them. Like, I'm not expecting 7, but if it's only 1 or 2 or 3, I'll not be satisfied, mate. Like, I'm in a wee bit of a huff of the team now because they've let me down big time, but I'm always going to stick with them, of course. Do you know what I mean? So I want them to score 7 tonight.
You're looking for 3 for half time, aren't you? You're looking for them to be 3 up at half time and then go and roll it over. But like I said, the problem with me is like we should win this easy. We should win Ross County easy. Then it's the next 3 games. Then we see where they're at again, don't we? You know, even if we would have won 5, 6, 7, right? Oh, great, fantastic, played well. But you're still saying in the back of your head, we're expected to beat these. That's not the problem. It's the big 3 games that are coming up. That's going to be the problem. Let's see if they can react in them games. If they react in them games, then we go, okay, let's go. That's how I'm looking at it.
I just can't believe that where we've got ourselves in such a short space of time, you know, and the pressure we'll put ourselves as a club. I've got a bit of sympathy for, if you like, the directors who couldn't have seen this coming when they're doing their planning in January, you know.
Well, it was in our hands, wasn't it? You know, it was there. It was there, ours to lose. And boy, oh boy, in 6 weeks. I mean, how can you implode in 6 weeks? I still can't get my head around that. It's just, you can't. Any Rangers fan out there was saying the same. That just, I mean, jeez. It's only 6 weeks ago. 6 weeks ago, we're getting it loud and we're having a good swallow everywhere and we're coming for you. And then bang, what happened? Like somebody turned the lights out in it and then you just got up 5 minutes later. All right, what's the game? Well, you're out of it. Bang, gone. Unbelievable.
By the way, when you think back, the Stranraer performance was the catalyst, mate.
Yes, it was.
The traps, and we never kicked on for there.
Listen, Fox was right when he said they shouldn't have pissed about with the team. They should have played the main team and got them going in the right mind. I mean, we should have. I had a 9-0 on that night.
9-0 started.
A 9-0.
Who said 9-0?
Me, Andy. I'm telling you, I had 9-0 to beat that Stranraer there that night.
That's me get 2 dislocated jaws.
I think it's hilarious that Andy was sitting there with his wee jacket on waiting and you and Stevie come and picking him up in that limo. One minute we're going everywhere, we're coming to get you next minute.
I said to the granddaughter, get down there and fill that tank up because when this bet comes in tonight, I'm going to pick these guys up. What happened? But, we just got to keep believing, and that's all we can do, you know.
We've still got the Hummer booked, me and the big man. Still booked.
Right. Listen, it's still in the back of my head. Same thing that was said tonight. I was looking at that. I was saying to Ashton this morning, right, hey, wait a minute. See if Livingston draw or beat these tonight, we win. That's it down to 9. They shot another couple of points. We win the game in hand. We beat the Phil from Saturday on Sunday. We're in. It's as easy as that. As much as we capitulated in the 6 weeks, it could be as easy as that happening. If the results go our way in the next 3 or 4 weeks,
right,
then we're saying a different story, aren't we?
That's it. I'm an Andy's gang, right?
8-0.
Right, I talk a good game, but nothing ever happens.
8-0. We'll be on here after the show. 1-0. What?
But you've got to keep believing, eh? But exactly. We believed in big moves, didn't we? And it come through, so you never know. But don't take your line off of my lines. That's what I'm saying, because you'll be stint all the time.
I wasn't at Easter Road that day. I had to go. I was at a family doing. I never took anything. I just couldn't see it happening. I avoided. I was just didn't want to know, and I'd made arrangements.
A few folk gave up tickets that day.
I gave a puddle drinker I worked with that team. I took his shift. And I not saying I regretted it, but
you were glad to see him at work the next day.
He wasn't here for a couple of days.
You'd have been devastated.
I nearly crashed the truck in Hawthorne.
I nearly crashed my motor coming down the motorway.
I had it right on the pavement of my truck, and I was doing the dance that Bruce Willis does in one of his films, like an Indian dance. There's buses going by wondering what this mad guy, and I did have green overalls because I was working for a council at the time, dancing about on the pavement right outside the Ashfield Club. There's people coming out the Ashfield Club must be wondering, what's that daft you did?
Oh, they would have known in there what happened.
I'd have thought so, mate. Aye, but it was brilliant stuff.
Yeah, well, so you never know. So the first leg of the recovery starts tonight. Stardog, give us a shout out.
Can I just say, to end the show, shout out?
Aye.
Well, can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, this is the start, hopefully, the night. We turn the corner and get a 7-0 for me and my prediction. Thanks for everybody for listening, everybody for taking part on the panel. We'll be back approximately 15 minutes after the final whistle, talking about hopefully what's going to be a 7-0 result for the Gels tonight. Keep it going for the Rangers. I
don't know where you got some of the lines for. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back approximately 15 minutes after the final whistle, celebrating Stardog's result. Take it away, old school.
Boys.
Every other Saturday's my half day off, and it's off to the match I go. Happily we wander down the Copeland Road, me and my wee pal Joe. We love to see the lasses with the blue scarves on, we love to hear the boys all roll. But I don't have to tell you that the best of all, we love to see the Rangers score. Me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, my. Oh, how we love to see them try. We love to see the lasses with the blue scarves on. We love to hear the boys all roll. But I don't have to tell you that the best of all, we love to see the Rangers score. We won the Scottish League about 1,000 times. The Glasgow was a simple do. We gave some exhibitions in the Scottish Cup. We gave a Wembley Wizard too. And when the Rangers win the European Cup, as we've done with the one before, we'll gather out the divers back 100,000 strong, and give the boys an eyebrows roll. Me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, my. Oh, how we love to see them try. We love to see the lasses with the blue scarves on. We love to hear the boys all roll. But I don't have to tell you that the best of